Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News show. Let's begin with our daily news. Luke Shaw's hamstring injury deemed not to be serious after further test. Manchester United have been handed a boost with defender Luke Shaw avoiding a serious injury during the Premier League win over Brentford on Wednesday. The England international made his 250th appearance for the Red Devils in midweek, but had to be substituted in the 36th minute with a hamstring issue. Speaking after the game, manager Erik said that the left back will be assessed in the next 24 hours, and the Times have now provided a positive update. The £31 million rated star underwent further test on his injury on Thursday. It's reported that his substitution was precautionary and the injury is not deemed to be serious. United have had a number of absentees through injuries this term. Shaw suffered a minor setback in midweek, and Ten Hag may not take a risk with him this weekend. Tyrell Malacia produced a fine display after replacing Shaw against the Bees, and the Dutch international will most likely start in tomorrow's early kickoff versus Everton. It remains to be seen when Shaw will be fully fit. With United still alive in the cup competitions, they need plenty of squad depth, and hopefully the left back will be available soon. Meanwhile, there is some positive news on the injury front, with Christian Eriksen braced to make his comeback to the matchday squad after more than 2 months. The Dane has been in full training with United in the last few days and looks set to be involved against the Toffees, provided he passes a light fitness test before the game. Christian Eriksen training pictures every Manchester United fan has been waiting for. Christian Eriksen has been pictured back in training for Manchester United at long last. Summer signing Christian Eriksen has been out with injury since the end of January. Now he has made his return to first team training as promised by Erik Ten Hag earlier this week. It's a glorious sight to see the Denmark international making a key step towards his comeback, fresh for a big end to the season. Erik Ten Hag has not ruled Christian Eriksen out of a place in the matchday squad at home to Everton on Saturday. He explained via club media that the midfielder is making positive progress and he will continue to monitor him. He said last night, "We will see. We see it from day to day. He is progressing. He is now back only this week in team training tomorrow, Thursday, and the day after tomorrow, Friday," meaning today. "We have 2 sessions. After that, we will decide if he is back in the squad again." The next game after the Everton match is the first leg of a Europa League semi-final against Sevilla, for which Casemiro will also be available. Eriksen had played more minutes than any Manchester United midfielder before his injury, and he has certainly been missed, despite the club sitting in a strong position in the table and the cups. Seeing him back is great to see, something we have been waiting for ever since his season was cruelly interrupted. Eriksen has scored 2 goals and has 9 assists. Only Bruno Fernandes, 13, has created more goals this season. Erik Ten Hag showing no sign of keeping Marcel Sabitzer on a permanent deal. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag is showing no sign of keeping Bayern München midfielder Marcel Sabitzer following his loan stint. Austrian journalist Peter Lenden claims the 29-year-old signed for the Red Devils from the Bavarian Giants in January. He was a late signing on deadline day after the club confirmed an ankle injury for Christian Eriksen. Sabitzer has since made 11 appearances for United in all competitions, and it was recently claimed by Florian Plettenberg that he would like to join the club on a long-term deal. However, according to London, Ten Hag may have different plans in mind. He is currently showing no sign of extending Sabitzer's stay beyond the conclusion of his loan spell. Despite this, it's reported that Sabitzer has increased his stock at United, and there could be other Premier League clubs in the running to land his signature this summer. The Austrian has been a regular in United's matchday squad over the past 2 months. He has improved steadily and recently provided an assist for Marcus Rashford's winner against Brentford. Prior to the international break, the midfielder was also on the screenshot in the FA Cup quarter-final win over Fulham. Hence, he is starting to find his feet and could still convince Ten Hag to keep him. Eriksen should be a regular starter for United when he fully returns this month, but Sabitzer should still get minutes with the club competing in two cup competitions aside from the Premier League. Bayern are prepared to sell him for around 20 million euros this summer. Even if Ten Hag passes up on the opportunity to re-sign him, Sabitzer has certainly put himself on the spotlight of other English clubs. Hopefully, the Red Devils boss will give the green light to prolong Sabitzer's stay rather than him joining another Premier League rival ahead of the 23-24 campaign. Man United must beat Arsenal to signing World Cup winner Alexis McAllister. Manchester United must beat Arsenal and Liverpool to the signing of Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder Alexis McAllister this summer. The Red Devils are likely to invest on another marquee midfielder in the next transfer window, and McAllister is one of the top names on their radar. Argentine journalist Luis Cesar Merlo has now revealed that United, Arsenal, and Liverpool have concrete interest in signing the 24-year-old this summer. The two of those clubs are already negotiating with Brighton. The player's father and agent are reportedly in England to monitor the situation. In our opinion, United must beat their Premier League rivals to sign the World Cup winner. McAllister has been a brilliant acquisition for Brighton. He started off as a defensive midfielder but can now operate in the central and attacking midfield roles too. His stock has been rising with every game, and Brighton are likely to demand a premium fee. He was valued at £37 million by Transfer Market after the World Cup final. Brighton could easily demand double the price amid his immense progress. This season, McAllister has bagged 10 goals for his club, with 5 of those being from open play. The Argentine has also chipped in with a couple of assists. Defensively, he has also been brilliant with an average of 2.2 tackles and 5.5 duels won in the Premier League. McAllister has completed 88% of his passes, hence there are not any visible weaknesses aside from his aerial ability, and United must secure his services. With his ability to play in 3 midfield roles, he would be a brilliant purchase. The fee could be on higher side, but he would represent value for money. Manchester United plotting surprise move for former Premier League ace. Manchester United have been linked with a move for Juventus goalkeeper Chesney. The 32-year-old has a contract with the Italian club until the summer of 2024, and it seems that Juventus are prepared to cash in on him at the end of the season. Given the fact that the Polish international will have just 12 months left on his contract, in the summer, he could be available at a bargain. According to report from Calcio Mercato Web, Manchester United are eyeing up a move for the 32-year-old as a potential replacement for David De Gea if the Spaniard refuses to extend his contract and leave in the summer. Even if the experienced Spanish goalkeeper decides to renew his deal with the Red Devils, Manchester United might need to bring in a quality backup to David De Gea, especially with Dean Henderson expected to leave the club in the summer. Henderson needs to play regularly at this stage of his career, and he is unlikely to get those opportunities at Old Trafford. Meanwhile, Chesney has played in the Premier League with Arsenal in the past, and it will be interesting to see if he is willing to return to England at the end of the season. The 32-year-old Polish goalkeeper certainly has the quality to play in the Premier League, and he could prove to be a useful short-term option for Erik Ten Hag. Bayern München and Barcelona join Manchester United in the race for Bayer Leverkusen ace Jeremy Frimpong. Bayern München and Barcelona have joined Manchester United in the race for Jeremy Frimpong, reports Fabrizio Romano. The Red Devils have had the Bayer Leverkusen right back on their radar since last October. However, they face stiff competition for the Netherlands international defender. Bayern and Barca have both had direct meetings with Frimpong's agent, Jeffrey Lemert. The Bundesliga club will make a decision next month after the loan spell of Manchester City's Joao Cancelo ends. Barcelona must balance the books before making new additions, and a new right back is not a top priority right now. Man United could sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the summer and will look for an immediate replacement. They have already held exploratory talks about signing Bayern München right back Benjamin Pavard. The Red Devils also want to extend Diogo Dalot's deal, but signing Frimpong could become a top priority. Manager Erik Ten Hag wants a right back capable of replicating the performance of Luke Shaw. The England international left back has been one of Man United's best players this term. His attacking intent, versatility, and threat have come in handy, but the same cannot be said of the options at right back. Frimpong has backed 8 goals and 6 assists in 26 Bundesliga games this term. The former Celtic star has played further forward on the right this term due to his keen eyes for goals and assists. The 22-year-old assisted 6 league goals last term and is only going to keep getting better. Man United could do with such an explosive youngster, but pipping the competition for him could prove tricky. Manchester United among European trio chasing €90 million Juventus star Federico Chiesa. Manchester United have been quite goal shy this season, with the Red Devils scoring the second lowest goals among the top 9 teams in the Premier League. Only Marcus Rashford has hit double figures in the league, and his goals have accounted for 36% of goals scored by the 20-time English League champions. Manager Erik Ten Hag even admitted that the team needs more goals from the other players, and that is exactly why the club are trying to secure an elite striker ahead of next season. The rumor mill suggests Tottenham Hotspur superstar Harry Kane, Napoli hitman Victor Osimhen, and Benfica ace Gonzalo Ramos are among the favourites to land up at Old Trafford ahead of next season. But the prices being bandied about for the trio are quite high, and United have been keeping a list of backup options ready in case of complications. An interesting option that has emerged is that of Juventus winger Federico Chiesa. The high-flying star was one of the first names on the team sheet before his cruciate ligament rupture last season. The Italian returned from that long-term injury this season, but is still struggling with various fitness issues and has not been able to hit the heights expected from him. The 25-year-old has 2 goals and 4 assists from 18 appearances across all competitions this season, but has only managed to make 4 starts. According to Calciomercato Web, the Juventus number 7 is attracting plenty of interest despite his fitness concerns, with Bayern München, Chelsea and United all looking at him intently. The report reads, Thomas Tuchel's Bayern München, who had already shown interest in the player at the time of Chelsea, would be first of all on the Juventus duel. In addition to the Bavarians, however, the sirens also come from the Premier League, where, in addition to the aforementioned Blues, who will first have to understand the future of their bench, Manchester United are also interested. They already were in January, as reported by some English sites, had moved to try and bring Chiesa to Old Trafford, the report mentioned. Man United appreciate Benfica striker Gonzalo Ramos. Manchester United are set to monitor the performance of Gonzalo Ramos during Benfica's clash against Porto on Friday evening today, according to Record. The 21-year-old is regarded as one of the best young strikers in European football. He has been in stunning form for Benfica this season, with 25 goals and 10 assists from 37 games. It's now reported that the Portuguese is highly appreciated by the Red Devils, and they will be tracking him during the upcoming Primeira Liga meeting between Benfica and Porto. Meanwhile, United have reportedly failed with attempts to negotiate an early deal with Benfica, and they may have to wait until the end of the season to reopen talks. Ramos has been exceptional for Benfica after the departure of Darwin Núñez last summer. He has managed a stunning 35 goal contributions over the current campaign. He has also caught the eye with his mobility, hold-up play as well as the eagerness to press defenders in the final third. These are attributes that manager Erik ten Hag prefers. In our view, Ramos would be a fantastic acquisition as he could be a leading striker for the next decade. The Portuguese is already a top-class centre forward and could develop into a world-class performer in the coming seasons. Hence, United must look to secure his services. United have tried to gain the upper hand by contacting his agent, Jorge Mendes, but it won't be straightforward. Benfica are set to hold out for his 120 million euros release clause. Chelsea and Real Madrid are among clubs that could compete for the striker's signature. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.